What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Begging and pleading never works for this reason. So I was talking to a dude on Instagram, and over there we were having a conversation just back and forth. He got my attention. Good on you. It's very hard for me to actually open my DMs and sit there and it's my job. You know what I mean? I have a YouTube channel about this, one of many. So I get a lot of DMs. And a lot of people just go, hey, I need your help, and then verbal diarrhea. I'm not saying that your problems are nothing, of course, you know what I mean? I'm not that kind of guy. But to get my attention, there's a certain way you got to go about it. If you want me to answer your stuff without, because I got coaching clients. I get lots of coaching clients, guys, and answering stuff for free is not, I don't need to do that kind of stuff anymore. You know what I mean? That being said, this guy got my attention. We had a conversation, and he's like, dude, I begged and pleaded. She still seemed to be showing some attention. Things seemed to have been going relatively okay. Then she just ghosted and disappeared. So what I want to talk to you guys about today, because I have my own, view of this, of course, is when that person loses that emotional connection to you, when they no longer find you emotionally, physically, they still find you physically attractive. Let's be real. But in a woman's eyes, she finds you much more attractive when her emotions are engaged. She can look at you physically and fuck you. She can look at you and want to do things with you. But when the emotions are engaged, that's when she really opens herself up to you. And she's that kind, caring, sweet thing that all of us guys know and we've all experienced and seen, and we want that back, right? When she disconnects that from you, okay, and she decides to end the relationship and she walks away from you and all that, all begging and pleading is doing, from a human psychology standpoint, is holding her hand and getting over you. Do you guys want that? So, and that's what I told this guy, because she was still talking to him. She was still getting attention. She was still getting validation. She was still getting, I'm still going to be there for you from this guy. And really say it's just, let's more metaphorically say that, or hypothetically say, whatever you guys want to fucking call it. If getting over you was a physical exercise or a distance, let's just try and put that in your brains. That getting over you is from going from here to this side of the screen. Okay, let's just say that. And all you do is beg and plead and tell her how much you miss her and love her. All you're doing is aiding her in getting from here to here. I hope that makes sense. Begging and pleading, the lack of begging and pleading, or basically no contact, is going to help you not aid this person, right? It takes them longer, or it takes them, their pace is slower. The reason why is because of the fear of loss. Fear of loss is a lot stronger than the power of gain, right? And people would rather lose $50. Sorry, people would rather not lose $50, you know what I mean, than go earn it. You know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense too. This is my first video of the day, so I don't, I might be coming off as a little weird. The fear of loss is incredibly intense. So using no contact will help you in getting them to realize that fear of loss. Because when the person breaks up with you, they're not 100% sure that they really want to do it, unless you did something fucked up, unless you physically assaulted them, or maybe you were verbally abusive, or maybe you're an alcoholic, or maybe you're on drugs, maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe something's going on where, let's talk about alcoholism for a minute here. You drink all the time, and when you drink and you get, fucked up, you treat them like shit, and they have no idea when to expect you being drunk. You know what I mean? I was never raised in that environment, but I had a friend who was, and he never expected or knew when his dad would show up and be like that, and his dad was a mean drunk. That's the kind of stuff that you want to be focusing on. You want to be focusing on the fear of loss and trying to get them to realize what it's like to be without you. So being without you, when they have that fear, they are going to start thinking, oh, maybe it's not the greatest idea to be away from this person. Maybe it's better that we work on it. Maybe I was, a little too quick to make this decision to break up. And then so what I'm really trying to say is, in that moment, it's just a choice. It's an emotional response to a certain amount of displeasure that they're feeling from you. Well, what happens when that displeasure goes away? What happens when some time has gone by? They usually forget about it. It's called the fading effect bias. So what you need to do, guys, is you need to implement no contact, and that's why. You need to give them the fear of loss. So when I was talking to this guy, I said, look, she was only talking to you still because she liked that attention. She liked that validation. And once another guy comes into the mix, it's over. It's a wrap for you, because now she's replaced you with another guy. And that's another thing about rebound relationships too. Rebound relationships, all they're doing is trying to replace you with someone else real quick. That's why they never work, because they still want everything that was good about the relationship with you without the bad parts of you. And that's what's happening here. You need to give them the sense that they can never get you back. That's going to instill anxiety and fear. And look, the relationships that last the longest, the females and the males, they both know, okay? Because us men need to never get complacent. We both know that someone can come and take our partners. So a lot of guys get what I call cocky, right? Well, everyone knows that word, but I call them just cocky, because this happens to a lot of young cats. They haven't learned these lessons yet. They'll be with a girl for a certain amount of time and they're like, she ain't ever gonna leave me. And then they get fat, or they get arrogant, or they don't take their girls out. They don't go on dates anymore. They don't do anything fun with that girl. The things that got them attracted, that got the girl attracted to them in the first place. They don't do those things anymore. So they get cocky and that girl dumps them, and now they feel all this guilt, and then they come to me and they're like, hey Kyle, how can I get over that guilt? No diss on anybody who is in my coaching program, but that's what happens. So you can't get cocky. And girls, look, you guys look good and you guys look great and all that shit, but there's another girl that's always going to look as good, if not better than you. I heard that from, I think it was Eric Thomas, one of those motivational speaker guys, or I can't remember who it was, but he was absolutely right. And that's why a man is looking for someone that can support him on his journey through this life. Same with a girl, you know what I mean? But it's in a different perspective. It's in a different way. Both sexes are looking for companionship. A man is looking for something that's different. And you gotta keep looking good, because men are visual, right? That's the way we are. But support and that just gentle love that women are amazing at. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're looking for. And girls are looking for something completely different. In this, what I want you guys to take away from this is always be doing your best and getting better in your life, because that's what's going to keep your partners around. So this is preventative medicine for you guys in the future, for future relationships. So left and right are going to be videos, maybe just down here. I don't know where it is anymore. So those will be videos that will help you as well on top of this video coaching newsletter. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Done.